Big Boar Barbecue presents Seven Rivers Racing with Dan Diker and Billy Doc Niles. Today's program is brought to you by Big Boar Barbecue on Highway 16 West Salem and downtown La Crosse. Big Boar Barbecue, now that's a mouthful. By Carey Heating and Air Conditioning, your residential specialists on La Crosse's north side. By Pizza Hut in La Crosse and Winona. Pizza Hut. Now here's Dan with this week's show.
Hi, race fans. Welcome in. Big Boar Barbecue presenting Seven Rivers Racing KQE GTV on the heels of Oktoberfest. That's right. We're going to give you a couple of races during today's program to kind of grease the wheel a little bit. We're going to show you the big finale to last year's Big 8 race held on Saturday night at Oktoberfest. We're going to show you which time Majeski won that. And then, as Billy Doc Niles has referred, this is going to be the Majeski block because he also won the ARCA Midwest 200. Going to show you the last part of that race in segments 2 and 3 today. Of course, next week, everything going to be taped at Oktoberfest. Bill Doc Niles, myself, and Paul Reichert, we're all geared up and ready to go. And this is probably the best my voice is going to sound. It's a lot bassy today. It's very clear. If I do sound kind of raspy next weekend, just resort back to this program because I warned you. That's about 32 hours of announcing. Filling in for Billy Doc Niles this week. I heard he stumped his chipmunk, so we had to bring you in so you can sit up right next and give us a good performance today. How are you?
I'm doing good.
Coming off of the Dells Showdown last weekend, I didn't get a chance to go. I DJ'd a wedding Friday night. I DJ'd a wedding Saturday night, and I announced the parade, which you saw on KQE GTV on Monday night at Cranfest, so I didn't have any racing whatsoever. You were knee-deep in the Dells Raceway Park last weekend.
Yeah, at least on Sunday with the Day 2 and the Tundra season finale and the Midwest Trucks also in hand.
It was hot.
Yeah, but thank God there was a breeze there at times that made things feel a little better.
Attendance-wise, what did it look like?
It wasn't too bad a crowd, probably because of the heat, probably because of the, I don't know, well, the Packers were playing later, so I don't know. It seemed like it was all right. It could have been a little better, but attended, but I think for the most part it was all right.
Unlike Grundy, you had no problem getting in?
Nope, no problem.
Good. Thank you, Jerry Aubie, for participating in our lovely tour that we put on each year. Our roving reporters, Billy and Paul Reichert. I'm going to run some video courtesy of Dan Margaretta. All the video coming from Dells Raceway Park's showdown last weekend. Let's run piece number 1 and 33 late models. Paul Reichert competed in the 2017 Dells Raceway Park Showdown Challenge. They had 2 50-lap races here, and the first race, as you're going to see right here, Rich Schumann Jr. getting it done.
Yes, I believe he was driving Ken Jacoby's late model here, and he made that car look a lot better. Really ran that race. It was a great race, I think.
Of course, Rich Schumann Jr. That was the, I always forget what the name of the water product sponsor is he has. It's Jacoby something is the
Jacoby waterproofing.
Yeah, waterproofing is all over the side of that beautiful car right there. Rich Schumann Jr. getting it done for the first of the 50 lappers. The second one went to Casey Johnson, and where has he not won this year?
Yeah, he won the Day 2 of the Fall Shootout at Marshfield a couple of weeks ago. He's starting to have a good year as the season ends here, but man, that was a good race for him. You knew you were having a number of heavy hitters coming to the Dells. I think Dale Nostad was going to be there as well, and he had a pretty good showing too. So it was a good show all around, I think.
Of course, Dale Nottestad claimed the overall showdown championship. I always wonder how that works because he didn't win either of those, but he still gets the overall champion. Yeah,
it's kind of like if I don't know. It's the 2 segments just are an overall champion. So sometimes some people don't have to win races in order to claim the overall win. So it's kind of interesting when that happens.
2 second places would get it done.
Yeah.
Jason Erickson was the winner of the Odd 2017 non-feature winter event. I thought it was kind of neat how they did this. They had an even and an odd. Now, not just heat races. These were actual feature races, and Jason Erickson gets the first one done.
Mm-hmm. And these are non-winners features. Nobody that didn't win a feature. The Dells throughout the season were invited to participate in these races, and the Jefferson track champion definitely got it done in the odd feature.
And then the even feature was, I like watching this guy's Facebook because he's very vocal, very positive. Nick Beaver, this was his first career feature event win and he gets it done at Dells.
Yes, he does. I think he ran like the first couple of races of the season before Elko season got going, and I think a number of the drivers from Elko went down there, and he looked pretty good at the start of the season, and definitely showed he really got done in this feature here.
Of course, a familiar name announcing the Midwest Dash Series this year and Oktoberfest, Brandon DeLacy, which we'll see him back out. He was in the Outlaw Bandits Showdown and swept both of them, and of course was the overall champ.
Oh yeah, Brandon's been having a great year here. I think he recently won a Midwest Dash feature. I'm not sure if it was at Marshfield.
Marshfield.
Yeah, he's having a good year.
And, of course, James Story picked up his first career feature win in the Outlaw 2017 on feature win. Of course, we should be seeing at least DeLacy at Oktoberfest this year. And congratulations. Heard some lacrosse cars. I saw pictures of Cheyenne Stanfield's car afterwards and missing a fender and part of the bumper and the hood. She had a rough weekend.
Yeah, sounds like it.
Race Haas and Nick Schmidt took home showdown feature wins in the Bandits. We'll be seeing them at Oktoberfest. Conrad Rothenberger picked up his first career feature win in the non-winners event. Race Haas was the overall 2017 showdown champion. And a lot of good feedback on Facebook about those races with the Bandits.
Yeah, there was some good competition with the Bandits. No George Sparkman on the hand for that?
That was quite interesting. I think he's saving it for the national short trackers down there.
Yeah, probably.
Cody Hubred, of course, we're going to be seeing. We had him on the show here not too long ago. He'll be also, or he's on the radio show, I should say. He'll be one at Oktoberfest to watch. Swept both Hobby Stock Showdown features, was crowned the Showdown champion. And that's hard to do when you get that many Hobby Stocks down there.
Yeah, it is. And Cody's definitely had a good year. Got a couple wins at Jefferson. I think might have been involved in the championship fight right down at the end of the season. And seeing him in a Hobby Stock, that seemed a little different. But hey, he got it done down there.
Chuck Eggle won the Hobby Stock non-featured winners event for his first win at the Speedway. A couple of other names. I know you're going to be seeing Bill Preetzel probably running a mid-am at La Crosse for Oktoberfest. And Tyler Sauter each grabbed Showdown feature wins. Preetzel, the overall 2017 modified Showdown champion. Kind of interesting to say his name in a modified.
Yeah, it is. But he's done pretty good this year. And I think we've seen like Jerry Blystone, a former late model racer of the Dells, won the feature down there. And great to see the modified racers after they ran at Toma Friday night, to see them come down to the Dells Saturday night. They put on a good show.
Up next for the Dells, one that we will all be at Halloween, and that's coming up on October 22nd. Super Late Model 150, the UMA Sporty 40, and the non-feature winners races, all coming up at Dells Raceway Park October 22nd. Back to the La Crosse Speedway coming up next. It is Big 8 time from last year. That's coming up on Seven Rivers Racing.
You don't have to fly to Kansas City to get great barbecue. Or you don't have to drive down to Des Moines to get great pulled pork too. If you want ribs, the best in town, pulled pork or chicken too, just come on down for the best food in town at Big Boar Barbecue.
Hi, this is Jerry Beyer, and I'm pleased to announce the opening of our new location. We're bringing our delicious ribs, pulled pork, and brisket to the north side of La Crosse. Now, if you live on the north side and you want delicious barbecue ribs, pulled pork, or brisket, now you'll find our Big Boar Cook Shack parked on the corner of George and Gillette Street every Wednesday through Sunday. We're just a short walk from your door. So come on over and sink your teeth into the barbecue voted best in La Crosse County. Don't forget takeout. Big Boar Barbecue. Now that's a mouthful.
Yeah!
Whatever your perfect temperature, you'll enjoy consistent comfort with the heating and air conditioning systems homeowners rank #1. American Standard Heating and Air Conditioning.
Carey Heating and Air Conditioning, your residential specialists, providing Coulee region families with perfect indoor weather all year long. Call for your free estimate today, 608-782-0977. Have you tried the great lunch buffet at Pizza Hut? Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. to 1:30, Pizza Hut in La Crosse and Winona offers you an all-you-can-eat lunch buffet for just $5.99. All the salad, pasta, breadsticks, and of course, delicious piping hot pizza you can eat. How about dinner? Don't get up, get online and get a large 2-topping pizza for just $7.99. It's the best pizza delivery deal at your La Crosse and Winona Pizza Hut. Call for delivery or order online. Pizza Hut.
On the restart, Builder back in a third. On the bumper, Jay Herbst for second. Michael Ostick around Joe Neicius for fourth. Springstro's car stalled on the access road in the middle of turns 1 and 2. Again, Ty Majeski sprints away from the field. Majeski, Herbst, and Builder back the top three. Good charge for Builder back from 15th to 3rd. And a yellow's out. The tires are getting a little wore out on these cars now. A lot of muscle being put in for the big 8 late models that are left on track. Majeski leads it. Herbst in second. Builder back to third. Neicius to the bumper of Ostick in the middle of turn 4. They give and take a little bit. Ostick in fourth. Now the Neicius boys door to door again. We've seen this tonight. Here comes Dylan Hammond to the 75. Can he make it in the top 5 for a second time this year? 36 is Springstro back on track of the back straightaway. 12 to go for Ty Majeski. It seems as if it's a formality. This time by 58 laps scored. 10 to go for Ty Majeski. Complete. Just 8 laps to go in this Big 8 championship feature. Ty Majeski leads it. He leads Jay Herbst by 1.5 seconds. Michael Builder back in third. Michael Ostick in fourth spot. Justin Neicius holds down fifth of the 51. Joe Neicius 6th and 75. Then it's the other 75. Dylan Hammond in 7th. Bobby Wilberg 8th and 28. 9th spot Shane Painelt in the 2. Jesse Bernhagen rounds out the top 10 and 28. The last car on the lead lap is Kelsey Schultz at 11th spot. Battle for 6th in the middle of turns 1 and 2. Hammond going after the green and white 75 at Neicius, the 275 cars for 6th. And then Joe Neicius going after Justin Neicius, who's in 5th of the 51. 5 laps to go for Ty Majeski. Neicius, fender to fender for 6th. Neicius stays ahead of him for now. 3 laps to go for Ty Majeski in the 91. Nicious battle hard for fifth, going to turn one. Your leader works turn 3 and 4. White flag coming this time by. 1 to go for Ty Majeski. Herb second, Builder back in third. Ostick in fourth, battle for fifth between the Niciouses. But it's going to be another lacrosse winner for Ty Majeski in the 91.
Well, there you go. Ty Majeski won pretty much every race he was involved in at Oktoberfest last year. Going to be interesting to see if he runs Big 8s this year.
Yeah, I'm wondering that too. If he's more focused on the Arctic Midwest Tour, although he clinched the championship at Elko. So it'll be interesting to see what he's got planned for this year.
Everybody likes to claim to be back-to-back winners at Oktoberfest. If he does, he'd be back-to-back in the Big 8s, though. Don't count out Jay Herbst. Not sure if he's going to be running or not. I kind of heard a rumor that he might be back this year, and of course he'd like to win that race. Ty Majeski, of course, 4-time ARCA champion, picked it up at Elko. He too would like to win back-to-back. How he got the first one, we're going to show you coming up next on 7 Rivers Racing.
You don't have to fly to Kansas City to get great barbecue. Or you don't have to drive down to Des Moines to get great pulled pork too. If you want ribs, the best in town, pulled pork or chicken too, then just come on down for the best food in town at Big Boar Barbecue.
Hi, this is Jerry Byer, and I'm pleased to announce the opening of our new location. We're bringing our delicious ribs, pulled pork, and brisket to the north side of La Crosse. Now, if you live on the north side and you want delicious barbecue ribs, pulled pork, or brisket, now you'll find our Big Boar Cook Shack parked on the corner of George and Gillette Street every Wednesday through Sunday. We're just a short walk from your door. So come on over and sink your teeth into the barbecue voted best in La Crosse County. Don't forget takeout. Big Boar Barbecue. Now that's a mouthful.
Yeah!
Whatever your perfect temperature, you'll enjoy consistent comfort with the heating and air conditioning systems homeowners rank #1. American Standard Heating and Air Conditioning.
Carey Heating and Air Conditioning, your residential specialists, providing Coulee Region families with perfect indoor weather all year long. Call for your free estimate today, 608-782-0977. Have you tried the great lunch buffet at Pizza Hut? Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. to 1:30, Pizza Hut in La Crosse and Winona offers you an all-you-can-eat lunch buffet for just $5.99. All the salad, pasta, breadsticks, and of course, delicious piping hot pizza you can eat. How about dinner? Don't get up, get online and get a large 2-topping pizza for just $7.99. It's the best pizza delivery deal at your La Crosse and Winona Pizza Hut. Call for delivery or order online. Pizza Hut.
Welcome back. Big Boar Barbecue presenting Severs Racing KQEG TV along with Paul Reichert. I'm Dan Diker. Billy Doc Niles forgot to shave today, so we put him behind that camera right here. He's actually manning a camera. He's not doing a bad job. I haven't seen him fall over yet, though I saw the belly kind of disrupt the cords back here. So we put him in a chair, so he's actually sitting down running the camera today. We don't want him to be seen on this set here. It would just ruin it. See, now you're on, there it is. There's Bill. Yeah, see? Now he's dozing off. Wake him up. Shake him and wake him up. Well, I'll tell you what, as crooked as that was, Ty Majeski last year did not drive crooked like that, taking home the ARCA Midwest 200-lap feature at Oktoberfest.
No, he didn't. Had to endure that green-white checkered. Had to do with Dan Ferguson once again, but he managed to hold him off that time.
I'm going to show you exactly how he did it right now.
Kind of took the high line in just a little bit. That opens the door for Dan Fredrickson. Fredrickson and Sauter go at it for second. Morrissey fourth. Nason fifth ahead of Weinkampf on a restart. Middle of the field, they're stacked pretty good. Right around the 64, Cara McGrath. Good side by side for second. Fredrickson nosing ahead of Johnny Sauter. Danny Fredrickson's back to second. Can he get down to the 91? We will see. Morrissey now wants third from Sauter. Side by side for fifth with Weinkampf and Austin Nason. Johnson around Dalton's ear. Casey Johnson trying to end the year in style. He can race into the top 5. He and Zier race hard. Fredrickson may be cutting into the lead of Ty Majeski. Morrissey wants third to the inside of Johnny Sauter in turn 3 and 4. 16 to go. Still door-to-door for third with Andrew Morrissey and Johnny Sauter. What a race. You know Sauter don't want to fall off the podium, and you know Andrew Morrissey is real hungry to get on the podium. Here comes Weinkauf. Look at this big battle now for third. Big battle for third. Lead is staying constant at 1.1 seconds between Majeski and Fredrickson. 14 to go when they get back. Ty Majeski leading the way on Dan Fredrickson. Lead grows by a marginal amount for Majeski. Weinkauf and Morrissey go after each other now for fourth. Casey Johnson falls way back in the 47, loses a bunch of spots, and look who's closing on him. It's Schaefer in the 7. Paulie Schaefer may finish second in the points yet. He and Cole Anderson playing bumper tag deep in the field. Ty Majeski extends his lead by 1/10 of a second on Dan Fredrickson. Look at those two sail away from everybody. Johnny Sauter in third. Weinkauf all over Morrissey, gets him sideways for fourth off of turn 4. Chris Weinkauf is hungry. He wants on the podium. Dalton Zier smokes by Austin Nason. Zier into 6th. 11 to go for Majeski. Travis Sauter making a late push. He rode about 11th or 12th all race long. And now Travis Sauter is all the way up to 7th spot. Griffin McGrath from 21st to 9th. 10 to go for Ty Majeski. Top 3 have settled out. Sauter has put distance between himself and Andrew Morrissey. 9 to go, Majeski leading Fredrickson. Johnny Sauter third. Battle for fourth, heating up again between the 39 of Morrissey, who's in fourth, and the 75 of Chris Weinkauf, who wants fourth. 6th spot, Dalton Zier. Going for 7th, it's the 64 McGrath, who won the last chance race. What a run for McGrath into 7th, past Travis Sauter, who is 8th. Casey Johnson 9th. Nick Mergic rounds out the top 10. Wally Schaefer 11th. 12th is a 97 of Cole Anderson. Tim Sauter started in the last row. He is 13th of the 99. Not the day he's wanted, but still progress. The lead has grown to 1.42 seconds for Ty Majeski. Trouble in turn 4, yellow flag is out. We will have a run to the finish.
So the pace truck is pulled off. Ty Majeski will lead him out at turn 4 to a green flag in the last 7 laps of the Oktoberfest 200. Stand by, here we go, back to Eric.
Green or no, it's up, we're going. Seven laps remain, and Majeski gets away. Morrissey gonna go after Sauter for third. Dalton Zier might want 5th. Getting up on Weinkauf. Could it be another top 5 for Zier? Griffin McGrath could end up in the top 5 of the 64, all the way from deep in the field. From 21st starting spot. He's on the back end of Dalton Zier for 6th. 5 to go. Five laps to go for Ty Majeski. He begins to go to the whip on Danny Fredrickson. Morrissey within a car length of Sauter for third. Andrew Morrissey looking for a big end to his year. For 6th, McGrath to the inside of Zier. 3 laps to go when they get back for Seymour, Wisconsin's Ty Majeski, looking to put a cherry on top of this 2016 Midwest Tour season. If the car could hold together. Tommy White's giving him the 2-lap signal. 2 to go for Majeski and Fredrickson and Johnny Sauter. Morrissey right up on the back end of Sauter for 3rd. Weinkauf right there as well in the 75. White flag coming, 1 to go for Ty Majeski. Trouble in turn 4, big pileup over in the 4th corner. The white flag was initially waved. The question will be, is it over or do we have a shootout? I think that's I take it. We're green, 2 to go. Morrissey took a shot at Sauter. Sauter holds 3rd. Sear on the back bumper of Weinkauf. Weinkauf wants to hold 5th. McGrath from 21st and 7th. Leading is Majeski with 1 to go and pulling away. Majeski runs off in a 2nd corner, gets away. They've all taken the white flag. They'll come to checkers next. For the first time in his career, Ty Majeski is an Oktoberfest champion. He caps off an incredible year.
Tell you what, anybody that has to battle Dan Fredrickson in a green-white checkered, that's an accomplishment in itself.
Yeah. Yeah, when you can hold off someone like Dan Fredrickson.
He tried to do that quietly. He almost knocked him off the boards. He's doing it again. There go the lights. See, that's why we're taking this show on the road to Oktoberfest next weekend. Because if he's doing this sober, we don't want you to see what he does run equipment. When he's having a few, that's not going to happen. So again, congratulations, Ty Majeski. Thank goodness we're doing radio next. Radio, talking about that, live at Oktoberfest. We're going to continue the tradition. 7th year in a row. We're going to be live next weekend. Billy Doc Niles, of course, we're going to have Billy's on, Paul's on. Our favorites, Tom Ruffner and Marv Marzofka, are going to be coming on. Hopefully, Billy pulls down some of the names and the greats.
Mike Miller, hopefully.
Mike Miller from the reunion tour. For Billy Doc Niles, and he needs to go clean his pants off now since he just drugged himself behind this suit. Jesse's our producer. Paul Reichert's the fill-in chipmunk this week. I'm Dan Diker. We will see you at Oktoberfest.
You've been watching the Big Boar Barbecue presentation of Seven Rivers Racing on KQEG TV. Seven Rivers Racing is brought to you by Big Boar Barbecue on Highway 16 West Salem and downtown La Crosse. Big Boar Barbecue, now that's a mouthful. By Carey Heating and Air Conditioning, your residential specialists on La Crosse's north side. By Pizza Hut in La Crosse and Winona. Pizza Hut. Join us next week at this same time for Doc and Dan and Seven Rivers Racing on KQEG TV.